Hello and welcome to your Madcity Fantasy Football League. This is the 2020 season. You know, it's the year of COVID, so hopefully everybody stays safe and we continue to be able to play our wonderful game of football. So I'm going to try and put these videos out every week before Thursday. If I don't get, feedback or, just views in general, I won't continue to do them because if nobody's watching, I don't need to be doing this, right? So hopefully you guys enjoy these. If you don't, let me know. If you want me to tweak things, let me know. Anyways, let's get into it. Here are your week 1 recaps for the 2020 Madcity Fantasy Football League. All right, this is your first matchup of the week. We got myself, Harry, versus Ritter, or Tom, as he doesn't like to be called. Just want to start off by saying, hey, welcome to the league. I hope you enjoy playing, and I hope to have you playing for the next millennium. Anyways, so I had Kyler Murray have a pretty good week. He was not projected to do as well as he did. He really took my team to the next level, and I'm glad I drafted him when I did. I will say, though, if Saquon Barkley and the Giants don't get their shit together, I might be in for a world of hurt this year. He's supposed to be like the top or second best back in the league, but the Giants are so bad that he got negative yards, rushing anyways. I don't know what to do there, but hopefully he can turn it around. Ritter had Lamar Jackson show up this week as always. He had a big game, leading the Ravens to a victory, but it just wasn't enough for Ritter in his first week. Final score was 89.5 to 70.1. Better luck next week, Ritter. All right, here is your Week 1 second matchup. We got the defending champ Zach Hetzer versus Justin missed the first 2 picks of the draft, Galston. Both teams looked pretty pathetic this week. Neither of their teams had any players get their projections. That doesn't happen very often. Anyways, it was a dirty battle all the way to the finish. However, somehow he pulled it out. The Splooge was able to lock down a victory this week. I don't know if the next week, though, a performance like this will get him a victory. I'm thinking not. But maybe he'll decide to play Aaron Rodgers. You know, the QB for the Packers. I don't know what he was thinking there. The Vikings basically have all rookies in their secondary, and he's not playing Aaron Rodgers, and he played Dak Prescott instead. Dak Prescott over Aaron Rodgers. Logic doesn't make any sense. Anyways, on another note, Justin Galston will probably want to start playing Darius Slayton, as he had a really good week for the Giants, even though they're a little themselves. Final score, 51-92. Justin, Zach had 59.4. Good win, Zach. All right, we got our third matchup of the week. We got Jesse versus Matt, the first pick in the draft, Simons. Well, he chose the right player, I think. The first pick overall was Christian McCaffrey, who, had a big game, always does, every year. Basically the Panthers' whole team. He also had Josh Allen have a pretty great game, getting 28 points. He was playing the Jets, so I don't expect that to continue. However, good showing for Matt. Jesse had Devontae Freeman, who is basically Aaron Rodgers' only target, have a really good game. When your other options are Valdez Scantling, who drops about every touchdown he gets thrown, except for that one. I know. It's going to be a rough year. He did also have Alvin Kamara put up 18 points for his team as well. It just wasn't enough to overcome the regulators, and Matt goes on to win his first game of the season. He also took home the highest points of the week. That'll earn him $25. Final score, 131.38 to Jesse's 97.3. Better luck next week, Jesse. Right, here's your fourth matchup of the week. We got Ben Meyer versus Eric. I'm pretty sure Ben drafted Prater and Wentz just so he could have the name for his team, Wentz-ass Prater. However, both of those players didn't have a good game. However, he did have Josh Jacobs have an amazing game. Hopefully he can continue that on throughout the season for him. Eric, on the other hand, had a pretty terrible week. It was mediocre at best. Matt Ryan had 23 points for his team, but the rest of his team really didn't show up. One highlight was that Chris Carson looked pretty promising. Hopefully he can continue that for the rest of the season. This wasn't even close. Ben Meyer beat the whap out of Eric's team all over the place. Final score, Eric 87.2, Ben Meyer 118.4. Better luck next week, Eric. Congrats on your win, Ben. All right, here's our fifth matchup of the week. We got Nate versus Payne. I just want to start off by saying I am so glad the Patriots decided to pick up Cam Newton. I think it's going to work out really, really, really well this year, as long as he doesn't get hurt. I'm thinking Payne is probably thinking the same thing, as he led his team to 25 points and 2 rushing touchdowns. I'm pretty sure, though, Nate was like, Patrick Mahomes, he'll score 40. Well, he had a pretty good game, but he only came up just a little short of 40. He got 23 points. Not a bad week, but Dalvin Cook for Payne decided to score 20, taking his team to victory. Unlike the Vikings losing to the Packers. Scott missed the high score of the week by only a few points. Final score, 127.8. Nate had 77.64. Better luck next week, Nate. Your team, well, looks like your disc golf skills. All right, here's our sixth matchup of the week. And you know what? It was actually probably our closest matchup of the week. We got Tim versus Ben Straka. I know Le'Veon Bell is probably going to be a bust this year. The Jets are just awful. Don't know why you would actually draft him. I guess it's an okay chance. But Tim did, however, have Clyde Edwards-Helaire for the Chiefs, who kicks some ass. Honestly, he's probably one to watch this year. He might be a pretty good top 10 running back. He also has Tom the Traitor Brady get 20 points in his first game as a Buck. Did you guys see that, though? Pats won, Bucks lost. I know. It was the Dolphins versus the Saints, but still. Also, Ben had Russell Wilson, the former Badger himself, have a huge game and take down the Falcons this week. He also had Zeke eat a little dinner, and he had 24 points even though they lost. What did you guys think about that pass interception or pass interference call late in the game against the Cowboys? To me, didn't look too much there. I don't know how they actually called that, but, whatever. If you want to win the game, don't put yourself in a situation to lose it last minute. Great win this week, Ben. Hopefully you can keep it up. Final score, Tim, 97.76. Ben, 109.88. All right, so that concludes our Week 1 recaps. If you guys have any tidbits during your matchups that you want me to mention, I can't see everything, can't watch everything, just send me a message. I will be sure to mention it. Something funny, something interesting, whatever you guys want. So there's that. And let me know how I'm doing. If you guys want me to do something different, just let me know. Also, with COVID this year, we need to have a plan in place. If the season gets ended early, if the season, gets shortened, if all of a sudden it just ends, right? What are we going to do with the money? Are we going to roll it over? Are we going to call the top 10 or the top 3 points the winners? What do you guys want to do? Let me know, and we will put a vote out there and get this ironed out before we get too far in the season. Anyways, have a good week. Hopefully you guys enjoy some football this week.